Welcome to Live, Let Thrive, a podcast about the Airbnb life, the share economy, and everything in between. Here are your hosts, Myka and Steve.
Hello.
And welcome back to another exciting episode
of Live,
Let
Thrive.
Thrive.
What is up, Myka, the man?
I am chilling, Stevie Stacks. How you doing?
Good, man. Just got home from work, had to scarf down some food right quick, and it's podcast time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did the same. Yeah, man. But what episode we on?
I believe this is episode 138 of your favorite Airbnb, VRBO, Homeaway, turo, share economy, all that stuff. Mostly STR talk, but a little real estate show in the world. And so we're glad to be back. We keep doing this show, man. We've been going for a while, and we're not going to stop.
Hell yeah, episode 138. We definitely been going a while, and we definitely ain't going to stop. Man, but it's been a little minute since me and you been on a show. I think it's probably been dang near, 2 weeks?
Yes.
So, man, so what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Well, I don't know if I gave the update last time, but the unit that I have in Dallas, Lower Greenville area, got booked up for the entire year.
Can't beat that.
At a pretty really good price, actually. I mean, I can say it on the show. Yeah, I got it rented it out for $2,200 a month. So rent is about $1,150 plus a little bit of electric, water, and internet. I pay probably around $1,250 a month. So
yeah, you almost hit that 1K mark.
Almost. Yeah, it's a good spread. And so I was just like I said, I just had the thing for like a month and a half, and I was freaking out the whole time because I don't know, it's weird letting someone else do it for you, and you see them messing up a little bit, this and that. But they really redeemed themselves. I mean, they might have struck out on the first couple at bats, but they just knocked it out of the park for me. So I'm like, okay, I forgive you guys.
So you profited $1,000 a month. Imagine if you had 10 of them.
That's what I imagined. So that's why I went ahead and signed the lease for another one at the same spot, like the one right below it. So it came up, yeah. So I went ahead and talked to them, negotiated with them, and signed it. The cool thing is when you do that, and I'm sure people that arbitrage a lot will attest to this. When you don't. At least this spot, they didn't ask me to put a whole new application and then do a credit check and all that stuff and ding me on the credit again for that, Mm-hmm. So they just said, well, they cleared me last time. So they went ahead and just go ahead and sign the lease, approve it, move in. I'm going to get an internet. What's it called?
Stay-Fi.
What is it?
Stay-Fi?
Well, I was thinking about that too, but I was going to get the signal booster, like a Wi-Fi signal booster. Mm-hmm. Because like I said, my unit's right upstairs, right. And so I'm just gonna boost that signal, boom, throughout the bottom unit, and so I'm saving the internet too. I don't have to installation. I don't have to pay for monthly, whatever. Internet's around $60 nowadays, give or take, and so I'm saving money that way. And I think I'm gonna get a Ring for this one too, a Ring doorbell. So it's been doing me pretty good, and yeah, so it's gonna be more, and I got Sarah Dawn Glidewell on it. She's already ordering the stuff, getting it,
getting that grass wall ready.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be a different kind of wall she's talking about. It'll be a surprise. I'll tell her that on the show. I don't want to I don't want to jinx nothing, but it's since she's got big ideas for it. This one's more of an open, like a studio. It's the same size, but it's open. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have a wall there. So she's going to make some kind of makeshift divider thing. She's got some ideas. I'll just let her run with it.
Now, my question is so you got your second one. Do you have to go over there at all? Do you just go over there and sign the lease and you're done? Or how much hands-on at first are you? Because I'm very interested.
Well, I saw the unit. It was still it was after the people already left. So I just want to make sure. I'm going to go over there tomorrow actually and go make sure everything's, because they painted it and did all the, fixed up whatever the previous tenants, kind of scuffed up the walls or the floors or whatever. I'm just going to go make sure everything looks cool, looks brand new. So just make sure. And I'm going to install a Ring camera. I'll probably go over there like maybe sometime next week to install the Ring camera.
Okay, so you do install the camera?
Yeah, I'm gonna install it. Yeah, that's a service probably some management companies might think of. Hey, for $150, we'll install a Ring camera for you, even though they only cost $79. That's another money maker too. Yeah, it's like I'm getting a lot of ideas just by handing it. It's funny just by handing it off to somebody. I'm just thinking of more ideas how if I was gonna have a management company, things that I would do to generate more profit too. So it started to circulate in my head too. I hear all these these arbitrageurs and these guys that are doing management, managing 100 units or whatever. I'm like, man, that's kind of where the money's at if they're doing it right and if they can systematize everything. And I'm like, and we know a bunch of stuff. I mean, why not? Why not start? And that's totally, if you think about, almost 100% risk free because it ain't even your unit. It's the apartments, and then someone else is renting it, and you're just the one managing everything and making profit from it. So if you make $300 a month off one of those units, I mean, that's how
easy. Trust me, I do it on one, and I'm thinking about expanding. So yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
I'm happy you did that, man. I'm happy you hopped in, man, full stride, and you're in there. So you just installed the Ring. So if I go over there, once I sign my lease, I hit up Steve for the Ring, and then Sarah handles everything else.
Yeah. So Sarah's gonna go in there. She's gonna fix it all up, build everything, make it pretty. And here's a question too. I mean, I haven't. I'm probably going to, but I was thinking just for half a second, should I try to run this one since it's only gonna be one? And then I was like, I'm thinking of just. I don't know. I just
getting $1,000 a month.
I feel bored.
Nothing.
I feel bored.
Go swim in your swimming pool, bro. What do you mean you feel bored? Go hang out with Lupita, your two kids. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to be doing. And you got a swimming pool in the back, man.
That's true. That's true.
Then have some Coronas and invite everybody over. That's what you're supposed to do while you make the money.
Well, here's the thing, because they're charging me 15%. Mm-hmm. And so which still that's lower than most people charge 20 to 25% or more, whatever. So they're taking a chunk of that. So I'm clearing 18 something actually. So 12, 30, 40, 50, 60, 800, like $700 something dollars, which is for doing nothing. That's pretty good. That's
shit.
And so, yeah, you're right. It crossed my mind for half a second. What if I did it? I keep that, I keep that.
Also, another thing you could think of, okay, you got 2 with them at 15%. What if you get 5 of them and you be like, hey, would you manage them for 10%?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You start doing it that way, then you get up to 10, keep that 10%. Then you got 10 of them giving you $700 a month. That's $7,000 a month, man. Shit. My black ass be somewhere in the coast, somewhere chilling, man.
That's true. Think like a business owner, right? Not a don't work in your business, work on your business.
Really?
Yeah. But you see, it's funny because it's Local Estates is the one doing mine, but they're actually expanding they have some throughout the country. They're expanding to to like Washington, D.C., Virginia area. Yeah. And they just picked up one in Ghana. And I was like, oh, crap, my buddy's all about Ghana. So, yeah, they just picked up one in Ghana. See, you got to talk to him.
Oh, yeah, I definitely got to. Okay, yeah, because I'm definitely interested now. Because, I've been kind of – you remember I said not my hands. I wasn't sitting on my hands, but I was kind of like I wanted to make a move. But I felt I didn't have confidence to make a move because, okay, so, I'm doing this rehab. The rehab's done. I still ain't rented this place because of the damn internet. I'll go into that a little later. But I was like, man, I can go get another house. I've been getting good deals sent my way. Houses for like $15,000, good ass deals, right? So I'm like, dang, man. But I have the only reserves I have, which I can go get a hard money lender mainly hard money right now. But I didn't make the move because my money that I have, it's that Trump money. It's the SBA loan money. So I was like, man, let me just start asking people. So I asked my mastermind group. I was like, has anybody here used that money? And one person, I ain't gonna say their name, but they gave me confidence. They were like, yeah, I used it. I'm like, did you use it for operating expenses? Because they supposedly tracking it. And they were like, well, yeah, no, I I put everything on a credit card because for the loan money, you can use it if you're paying off business debt. They were like, I swiped everything on a credit card, and then I just paid the credit card off with the SBA with operating expenses, so you can expand. It's just how you dish out the money. So after I got that vote of confidence last night, I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to go ahead and start buying some damn houses, man. Do a little do a cash advance off a credit card, pay it all off before it hits, and now I'm paying 3-point-some%, for 30 years. Can't beat that. So that's pretty
beautiful.
Much. I know. I could even do that to pick up arbitrages too, but I'm real into BRRRR right now. But I'm definitely your company. I'm definitely looking out for that. So
okay, yeah. That's the thing. I guess we spoke about it before, doing like a mix of the arbitrages and buying real estate. So I still keep my eyes out on buying something. But right now, I'm just like, well, shit, let me see how this arbitrage game goes. And it's funny when you start doing something, that's opportunities in that area start popping up, right?
Fact. That is a gem dropper right there. When you do something, opportunities pop up. That's a gem right there.
Yeah, in that area, all you have to do is get into motion. Sometimes we get stuck. What do we do? But then you start on one thing, and then boom, all these doors start opening up. And so just like that one that opened up below me. Because I went to actually go see one that was across the hall, and I didn't like the setup. I didn't like it had an ugly view out the window, and I was like this and that, and that guy, the apartment guy, he was like, you know what, something just barely popped up. We haven't cleaned it yet, blah blah, but it's downstairs. You want to check it out? I was like, oh okay, yeah, I'm already here. And I was like, oh okay, this is a lot better. This is a lot better than the one I came to see, But like I said, you start putting things in motion, and then just. Literally, doors open up. That door opened up, and I was like, "This is a cool unit." And I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy it, man. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna go ahead and rent it. I actually crossed my mind. I mean, it might be profitable to buy a condo in Dallas. I don't know. What do you think? They're expensive.
How much they going for though?
That's the thing. I don't know.
That's expensive. Real expensive, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it depends. The one I was arbitraging. I would probably say that thing's a 1-bed, 1-bath. It's probably worth about $260, $300.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's in Dallas. But he's right there off 75 and 75 and Lemon Avenue over there. That area.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Greenville.
He's a little bit south of Greenville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, he had a real nice one. Real nice one.
Yeah, the thing is if you're just going to buy one unit in a complex, you don't know how the HOA is going to do. They might say, hey, no Airbnb, said you're screwed, man. Or some of them I've even seen you can't even rent them out at all. You're going to buy something in a complex, you got to live in that thing. I've seen them like that because they only allow, let's say 10% or 15% of the units to be rentals.
And you know what? I'm starting to notice because I noticed even at the one that I was arbitraging, there was a lot of most of the people who lived there were older. They were older. Even at my own condo that I own in Arlington, more of the people are older, so they don't really want too many renters. But I haven't had a problem. But yeah, I know what you mean on that. Yeah, a lot of HOAs are getting kind of, and my HOAs went up by like $20 a month. I'm like, I'm on edge about selling this thing because I got a vacancy coming up November 1st, man. Yeah, I'm real like, man, I might sell this bit, but I don't know. I'm gonna see.
Now the play, I think a good play in Dallas would be if you are wanting to like have a condo to rent out, is to buy the whole complex. That's like I said but there's a lot of ones that need work and then they're fixing them up, making it look all modern and stuff, and turning them. I mean, those would be like all profitable Airbnbs inside of one of them. You know what I'm saying?
For real, man.
But so that lady I sent you, or I commented your name on that post about she's looking for a place in Arlington for. Did she contact you or no?
Mm-mm.
No.
No word back. I probably need to reach out to her though.
Oh, okay.
Because yeah, right now I got this lady's checking out the end of this month, so November 1st I need to try to get that rented out for 3 to 6 months or even longer if I can. Because remember the last dude who was there before her, it was there for 1.5 years. So that was just that consistent bank.
Right.
But yeah, man, I don't know. Condos are cool, but I'll say this: the profitability on condos are really, really great because there's no maintenance, and the maintenance is real small. Everything else to take care of, ain't no yard work, all that. Internet's cheap, utilities are cheap, So that is one good thing about condos.
Yeah, that's always back in the day, I was like, man, I grew up and I had to mow the yard and help in the freaking garden and all that crap. I was like, man, I never want a house because I don't want to do all that shit. I hated it because I had real bad allergies. I'd be sneezing my ass off out there and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. I said, when I grow up, man, I'm going to get me a condo. I don't have to do any of that crap. Going to have landscapers, whatever. And sure enough, I have houses. But I always thought that was a lot of people don't want to do all that stuff. And yeah, it's a great play if you want to live a comfortable life. Really nice spot, and you don't have to do you don't have to get your hands dirty.
Yeah, that's true. Because yard work costs, it adds up over time. It does, man. Because I have one, I told you my new place, it cost me $60 every 2 weeks to get this yard mowed because the backyard is huge. I'm talking, you could have a flat out, 100-person party back there. That's how big this backyard is.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, man, I hope nobody listens to that. No parties allowed. But
wink, wink.
Yeah. Nah, man, but yeah, it's like a big-ass backyard. If you actually watch one of my videos on either the Share Bed and Breakfast on my personal page, I had a video and I showed the backyard, and I told my friend, I'm like, damn, I didn't know this backyard was that big. I'm talking that backyard, it stretches. It goes all the way back and it's wide too. And I was like, man, it was I think it's probably bigger, close to as big as my parents' backyard when I was growing up. Because they had a big ass backyard. But yeah, man, I was like, dang. And it cost me money. And I'm thinking about putting some, what's it called, houses back there? Container homes in the future. In the future, okay. Just to cut back on the yard space and then do concrete slabs to each one. If I could put 3 of them back there, man, that house would cash flow. Yeah, but that's in the future talks, though.
That'd be awesome. A lot of things you had wrote a lot of things down for the episode. 'Cause we were supposed to do episode you and I last week, but it ended up being we had a guest. Mm-hmm. And you said I saw one of the things you wrote is something about San Diego's gonna chop Airbnbs.
They're back to it, man. They're back to having their talks.
Oh, man.
Yeah. San Diego was one of the ones at first that came out saying they were going to ban it. And then all the people came out in their green shirts. And then I guess they worked out a deal. But, yeah, San Diego's back to it. They're the new regulation San Diego, the Planning Commission is trying to cut down the STRs in San Diego. Whatever they're planning, you would cut it down by 70%.
Ooh. Our buddy Chris Thomas is out there, right?
Yeah, Chris Thomas is out there. I know quite a few people out there. Yeah.
Oh, who's that? What's his name from the podcast that came on the famous dude that came on our show?
I just talked to his wife the other day too.
He's real strong as Massey.
Jay Massey. Yeah, there you go.
He's real strong as San Diego.
Yeah, it's a few people out there. I'm gonna actually hit somebody up and see what they like if it's had an effect on them yet. 'Cause yeah, San Diego is a trip, dude. It's a trip. But
it's crazy. I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of evictions after this whole COVID, the moratorium on evictions lifts. There's going to be hundreds of thousands of evictions. It's going to be the buttload, man. And then they're going to do this crap on top of it, man. They just don't want people, man, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah, them evictions. I mean, I could see by mid-2021, a whole bunch of houses in foreclosure, pre-foreclosure, all that good stuff, man. Not good stuff, but all that, it's going to be interesting. Everybody just hold on and sit tight for a minute.
Is that what you're doing? Well, you're making moves.
Oh man, I was like, man, I got to go ahead and get it. Right now, my damn house, my place I just rehabbed, I still ain't rented it because ain't no damn internet over there. And then we've been waiting a month for the internet box. We finally get it. And then my brother and my dad called me. They were like, bro, there ain't no damn jacks in this house. I'm like, oh, serious right now. No. So I was like, damn. So I got to get that, man. It's just the pains, growing pains. But yeah. So.
Why don't you try renting it without internet?
I was thinking that, but the problem is, okay, you got to manually set door codes. I have no cameras. I have no ring door, no doorbell. None of that's online. So I was like, man, I'm gonna just go ahead and wait. I ain't tripping too hard. I mean, I ain't got no mortgage or nothing. Well, kind of. I do have a payment to make every month, but you know, I was like, man, I'll just go and wait it out, man. I'm this close to just like, F it, just rent it out with no internet. Then, but I don't want the complaints. You know, people complain if they ain't no internet over there. They can't watch their shows, nothing.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Yeah, you know, we live in that age, that technology-driven age.
Because you can't get, well, you could get cable, I guess, without internet, right?
I mean, it's all, no.
Can't get nothing.
There ain't no jacks up in there.
Well, the cable guy would install the jack, right?
Yeah, but same with the internet guy. But they're tripping about coming inside because of COVID.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, I'm going to call them back. My goal is in the morning, I'm going to call them back, see if they'll come and install it. If not, then I'm going to just have to be like, I'm gonna see if I can get somebody off Thumbtack to run a line from the jack that he put from the box he put on the back and just run a jack in there. Because I have all the equipment, but that's my plan, you know. So, yeah.
Oh wow, that's I don't know, man. That's a big one. People do need. Well, the thing is, people have internet on their phones. I guess that's one thing. But yeah, you're right about watching their shows and stuff. You know, especially a house because it's more like a family type deal. And if they can't, if they can't put their kids' iPads on the freaking internet, they'll be pissed at you, man.
It's funny. It's funny you say that. A place without the internet. So so the last 2 weeks, I went on a road trip from Arkansas to Houston to Austin to San Antonio, back up to Dallas with my family. I took my family. We stayed in the Airbnb. Now it was in the hood. I mean the hood of Houston. Like it was south side, sunny side hood of Houston, right?
It wasn't Norman's spot, was it?
No. Norman, I think Norman up north, Midtown, that area.
Okay, good.
I had my father-in-law with me, Mahogany's dad, and he's from Houston. He's from Sunnyside. He's from the hood down there. So he's like, yeah, just get an Airbnb over, back where my family lives, And there was only one Airbnb in the area. I was like, oh, this tells me kind of what's going on over here. But it was cool though. But the only problem was, man, the internet went out. And then it was real hard because we were trying to watch the games. We couldn't watch we couldn't watch the Laker game, and I'm all about my Lakers. So, yeah, I could see the struggles of no internet. And he even hit me up, the host. He's like, man, the internet go out over there? Because he lost his cameras. So, yeah, but this one, you could tell he did a rehab on it, but it was certain systems he had in place that just wasn't working, man. Like like in the backyard, like he extended the house. He put an extra room on the house, which is cool. He put an extra bathroom in there. But the thing about the house was, man, he ran for the extra water in the back. He had to remove the washer and dryer and put the washer and dryer in the back of the house outside. But he stacked the washer and dryer on top of each other. These ain't stackable units, by the way. So you have to. So he put a little step stool on there so you could reach the buttons on the top of the washer at the top. I'm like, bro, what do you got going on over here?
Man, asking for a lawsuit, someone falling off that shit.
Dude, I was looking at this like, bro, did you stack a washer and dryer that ain't stackable? But he did, and other than that, it was in the hood. Like you can tell it was in the hood because, like, okay, to get to this place, it's on the main road, but he locks it up. Like there's a gate, you open the gate, but you have to get out your car on the busy highway, put your emergencies on, put the lock on. After you put the lock code in, unlock the gate. He has another lock on the screen door, so you got to put a code in on the screen door. After you get to the screen door, you got to put another code in to get to the man. I told him in the review, I'm like, bro, you got to calm down with the locks, man. I don't think 2 locks should be enough. The one to get into the gate, cool. The one on the front door, cool. But the one on the screen door, come on, bro. And the codes are like these 7-digit codes, like 072785552. I'm like, bro, what is this? Then, like, if you go out the front door to go get something out of your car, and let's say you accidentally close that screen door, you got to remember that long ass code. I'm like,
oh, damn.
But it was a cool Airbnb. I gave him a 5-star, but I let him know, I'm like, hey man, tune in to Live Let Thrive for some tips. Because it's a struggle over here, bro. But yeah, it was in the hood. Like,
but he's got no competition there, so he can do whatever the hell he wants.
None. I'm talking no competition at all. So
what did his calendar look like?
We were only the second people to stay in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but he has like 4 other places in Houston. But this one, I noticed, I'm like, damn, it ain't nothing up. But it it's gonna hit. I'll say that Airbnb is gonna only attract people from that area that know that area, because Houston's so big, it ain't like to stay in Sunnyside. You got to know the area. Ain't nobody just about to go down there. It's like, yeah, it's you ain't about to just stumble up on that. But yeah, man. So,
Wow, H-Town. Did y'all go to Turkey Leg Hut?
Hell yeah. We did.
It's still open? I mean, there's the social distancing, or they just all pack them in?
I would say all of Texas is open, man. I ain't see, because we went to San Antonio, we went to Houston, we went to Austin. It ain't nothing. Like, Texas is straight up open, man. I'm talking bars open. 6th Street was open. Like, I would consider Texas to be fully open at this point.
Yeah. They're pretty open. I noticed I went to the gym, because I go to this little gym now right down the road. You're trying to get back into shape. And little $10 a month gym. But it's nice. It's, whatever. And they have, they've always done since I've been going, they've always done every other treadmill and every other elliptical, saying do not use this one, so it's a little spread them out. Anyways, I went this morning, and actually Wednesday morning, because I was off Wednesday. I went Wednesday morning, and there's actually workers there. 'Cause usually before work I go like at 5 a.m. There's no workers there, but I went like on Wednesday, and there were some workers there, and I saw that they took all those signs off of the machine, so everything you could use everything now. And I was like, whatever, I'm cool with it. I'm not really too scared of Rona. If it don't kill no 75-year-old president, it probably ain't gonna kill me, right? 75-year-old 300-pound president, but anyways, politics aside, I asked them after I was leaving. I said, "Oh, so y'all open? I see y'all opened it up more. Y'all got rid of those signs on the ones that you're not supposed to use." Like, yeah, it's new management, so they're the ones that did it. And I was like, oh, that's so new management takes over and says, we don't need to follow no Rona protocols. So the gym is fully open now, so they can do whatever they want at the gym, man. I think the only rule is you have to wear a mask station to station. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But when you get to your station, you could take the damn thing off, which is kind of weird. But so yeah, man, Texas is open for business.
Yeah,
unless Biden wins, and then we all have to wear masks, because the government says so.
Oh, now the mask thing, I think that's going to be in there regardless. Because, everywhere I went, you have to wear a mask to go in. To go inside, you have to wear a mask. Right. Except, but the crazy part is if you're eating, they tell you, of course, you have to take your mask off. So it's I don't know. It's kind of I don't know. But
so COVID just chills over here in the corner while you're eating.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you're done eating, you put the mask back on. They attack you.
Yeah. Attack this motherfucker. He's done eating. But yeah, I don't know, man. So it's crazy, but yeah, it's crazy with the COVID thing.
It's crazy, but it's just a new thing, whatever.
Oh, I have some advice to ask you. It's real estate. It's Airbnb real estate related. Right. So, okay, so I told you I have my I can refinance in December, right? But I was thinking, since the house is sitting, I was like, man, what if I go ahead and get it appraised now? And I'll know what I'm getting back in December. Appraisal lasts 120 days, right? But I could hold off, refinance in December, and this guy, the guy that I'm refinancing with, who I did the first refinance with, he was like, well, because he gave me an inspection waiver on this house, so they gave me a loan. They gave me a loan based upon what the price amount that I told them. Whoa. So yeah. Kind of a little weird, but I told them a true appraisal amount that I had received 6 months ago on this house, which I probably could either went up or went lower, but I ain't trying to end up in bad debt. So, and plus I didn't pull out on this one. I didn't pull any money out. This one I'm doing, I'm pulling money out. I'm like, man, should I wait for that waiver or just get it appraised now and see what it's worth? Which would you do?
Man, that waiver thing sounds pretty sweet. If you can just name whatever price you want to name on it, I mean, shit, that sounds pretty. That's a too good to be true deal, man. I never heard of that before. You could just write down any number, within reason.
I'm pretty sure they're running comps on the area. They've probably seen what's been sold in the last 3 to 6 months, and then okay, he gave a legit number. You know what I mean?
Well, if you're going on that, then they don't know that they don't take into account that you fixed it up, right? If it's going on what the houses have sold for in that area.
True, but the house directly next door, I'm not mad at it. So it just sold for. I thought these houses were gonna go for like 130ish, but the house next door sold for 112, which I still ain't tripping because we only put like 60 into it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I'll get all my money back.
Right. But isn't it an average of like 5 houses or something like that in the area?
What do you mean?
That what the appraisal is? Isn't like
sure.
They don't just do it on one house. They have to average it by like 5, the last 5 or something. I know when they did an appraisal on my house in Arlington, they did something like that.
Really?
Like 5, like they chose like 5 or 6 houses that are in the area that have sold in the last 6 months, something like that. So, yeah. So I've heard that appraisals are taking forever to do right now because they're so in demand.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I don't know, and that's very area specific as well.
Yeah, that's
the one
true.
I did here, like they didn't want to do it. Plus, these people are based out of California. Like, and he was just like, "Hey, well, what's going on with the house?" What did I do? I think I sent him pictures of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, cool. And this one, I could send brand new high def photos, of everything fixed up.
Right.
So I don't know, man. I'm kind of like, dang, if I could wait, but I'm like, I kind of want to know the value now. But I don't know. It's power and patience. I could wait. But he was saying, but he also said the flip side is they might not do the waiver, the waiver. He goes, it's all up to Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae. So.
Yeah, that's a good question, man. Yeah, I mean, if they can do the waiver and you get a good price, yeah, definitely do that. That's a lot better, right?
Yeah.
Than rolling the dice with somebody to go in there and, I don't know. It's a tough call, dude. But I don't know. Can you choose the best of the two? If so,
I know that's what I was thinking. Like, hey, if they give me a BS one, hey man, you want to waive this? So that
go with another bank after that. I don't know if they give you.
Because he was straight up. He was like, "We can do one." He goes, "This will ask you." He goes, "But if you do it now, we need to have all the refinance done pretty quick come December." He goes, "We would have to close by February 1st to keep that appraisal value." Yeah. So.
Do you really, really need the money right now, or?
Well, I wouldn't get it. I still wouldn't get it. It would just give me a value of how much I'm gonna get.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's a good question. I do want to find out about that waiver for using it for myself, though.
Oh, yeah. New American Funding. Hit them up. Tell them Myka sent you.
Nice.
Yeah. New American
Funding.
Yeah, and it's pretty good because they're based out of Cali. So if you get off work at 5 o'clock, they still open for 2 hours. You can chop it up with them. You ain't got to wait till your lunch break and all that. So, yeah,
Nice. I put a quote that I thought was pretty cool. To toot my own horn. The last quote I sent you to put up there on the website, it said, "Reward yourself with each new cash flowing property with a lifestyle enhancement instead of luxuries. Things like someone to mow your yard, someone to clean your house, someone to wash your vehicles, etc. With each task you offload, it's more time you put towards growing your business, which compounds into more time and more money. And yes, eventually all the flexes." And because see what happened, I was because when I picked up that unit and I was like, the guy to rent it out for whatever, making a good profit, $700-800 a month. And I was like, well, that's another cash flowing profit on top of my other ones. I was like, and so I said, you know what? I was even contemplating before I got that one. I was even contemplating, man, should I just start cutting my own grass and save money that way? I was like, no. I offload those tasks that take a lot of time. They take effort. You're away from your family, you're away from, and I could even work overtime, make more money doing that. But I was thinking, man, the next thing, what else could I offload with each property? I'm going to make more cash flow. Yes, that's great. And I want to put it into the next project, but I should probably reward myself, my family. As soon as I got that deal, got that thing rented, I told my wife, man, I'm going to have someone come over and do a nice clean for the house and clean the house top to bottom. And so, you know, I paid for that. I was like, I can like once a month get someone in here to clean. It helps my wife out, you know, because she's at home all day with 2 little ones. So it's a lot of stress for her. So to have someone come in once a month, make the house real, you know, spotless and stuff, I think that helps out. So I was like, yeah, so the next thing will be, because you've already outsourced your cars, right? You don't even wash your cars no more. You take them to a spot. So that's going to be my next thing.
I either take them to a spot, or my neighbor, we have a neighborhood guy who rolls through and cleans everybody's car, and he clean a car for like $40-$60 inside out, spotless. They cool as hell. My guy JP, man, or DP. I'm sorry, my guy DP, man. He'll hook you up.
How long does it take him to do one?
Depends. Like, if I usually do it on a Saturday. We sitting at the house and he outside. He probably do hour and a half.
For both cars?
No, not both. Probably one.
For one.
So if he brings his son with him, it'll probably be like 45 minutes. Him and his son will go in there, tag it up. He does my 2 cars and the neighbor's 2 cars.
Got a little business, man. Cash money.
Yeah, hustling, man.
Cash money. Because that's like, I mean, if he was able to knock one out by himself in an hour, that's $50-$60 an hour right there.
Straight up, that's how you
cash money. Not, you know, Uncle Sam don't got to see
Straight up. I like the way you thinking. Uncle Sam ain't got to see that, you know.
And if he got a couple of workers like his son under him, he don't even have to watch the cars.
Straight up.
He just take a
cigarette and tell his son what to do. Yeah, but he good people, man. He always, man. He like every time he come over, like whenever he's at the neighbor's house, he's like, "Hey, man, you sure you don't need your car washed?" I'm like, yeah, come get hooked up. So he's cool.
Mobile car washing service. That's pretty neat.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh yeah. People come wash your car. If you then of course they have like the legit ones, which are a little bit more money. But yeah, you can definitely outsource stuff like that. And like you said, you reward yourself. Because I definitely, after we close on our property, get a new arbitrage, get a new property, we definitely reward ourselves. And then at completion, like after we finish the rehab, rewarded ourselves, you know. Mm-hmm. Reward yourself for your hard work. That's a fact.
So what, like, let's say you got another cash flowing one, which you will pretty soon. What would be the next thing that, like a task that you would offload?
A task that I don't really have tasks to offload right now. My thing is, what I would do is right now, how I do it, I reward myself, but then what I do is I'll find one of my liabilities and I'll let that property pay for it. Yeah, I don't really have much to offload, but I am going to hit up your guy Federico because I definitely need that help.
Federico.
Yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, I think me and Tiana were in that chat, so yeah, I'm definitely reaching out to him.
Smart guy, man, real smart guy.
Oh yeah. See, I need somebody smarter so then he can probably see it from a different angle and know how to make it even better. That's what I need.
So he's under me in Steve's management company, all right? All right.
I got you.
But we'll be spreading the word on my little management company coming up soon. So yeah. I'll talk to you off the thing about how we're setting it up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But so I guess like I said, I don't mow yards no more. I don't I'm gonna start paying once a month for the cleaning. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I guess another thing I could do is maybe if we get another property, I could change that to twice a month. Who knows? I just started thinking of things that would just help us out a little bit more. And the car wash thing, I'm gonna look into like at least those places where you could take it and then get it washed. You could buy like a season pass for that shit or something like that, right?
Yeah, those are like, if I do have to do it, I'd have one right here on the corner for like $20. Yeah, or you can get like this, or you can get one of the season passes at like one of the big ones that go inside and out of your car. You're right.
Yeah, and then I guess another thing is car maintenance. Now I've always done like smaller things, well, smaller to mid-sized things like brake jobs, oil changes, stuff like that, and excuse me, and. What happened, it's a funny story. The other day I was driving home, my trailblazer started slipping a little bit. Started like, I couldn't catch the next gear. I was like, this transmission crap's going to happen right now while I'm in the middle of getting another unit. I pulled over to the gas station. I was able to coast into a gas station, put it back in, park, put it back in drive, and I went back roads home. And it worked. It was working all right. It was just a little hesitant like that, man. Mm-hmm. My Trailblazer my Trailblazer paid off. My cars are paid off, but the Trailblazer, it's pretty old. It's from 2004. And I was like thinking, all these thoughts crossed my mind. Should I get a new vehicle, this and that? I was like, let me just go to O'Reilly's and ask him a few questions. And there's the old white dude. He's a real knowledgeable guy. He's telling me he did the check on the codes, and he said, oh, it could be this sensor right here that's in charge of that, whatever the sensor was called. I was like, well, how much is that sensor? He's like, $39. I was like, well, let me go ahead and buy it, try it out, see if that's it. Otherwise, I'm gonna take it to a shop, and they're gonna pay. I was gonna be out some money. Once you take a car to a shop, they're gonna get you. Yeah. And so I swapped it out right there at the O'Reilly's. Boom, boom, boom. $39 for that part. Fired it up, drove it around the block. Man, it works like a freaking brand new car now. I was like, man, how many people this problem occurs and they're like, I just need to make it to the dealership to get me another car. You know what I'm saying? They just freak out and they want to throw away their vehicle. Yeah. But at $39 and get your hands a little greasy and you got, you fix the problem. Yeah. So that one I have to kind of balance out if I want to get robbed by a dealership or, robbed by a.
I can't wait till my car is paid off. I know what you mean, man. Get a car note.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact, once I'm done with these 2 car notes, that's way more cash flow coming back into my pocket. It's like $500 a month coming back in my pocket. That's 2 cars.
Plus, if you wanted to drop it from full coverage to liability, that's a lot more savings too. I always think about it like that because I'm cool with liability. I kind of like to do liability, but then I might add, towing on there. Or I might add a couple things that I think I need, Whereas instead of paying like $100 something a month for full coverage, you can pay like $30 a month for liability. So that's a savings too, right?
That's true. I always do full coverage though. Even if it's paid off, I'll do full coverage. Uh-huh. But that's just me. That might be a psychological thing on me. But I may look in just for liability, like you said. But I do full coverage even after I'm paid off though.
Now, when you say full coverage, do you just take what they give you, or do you sit there and talk with the person and go item by item? Do I need 15,000 in coverage? Do I need 20,000? Do I need 100,000 in coverage for the other? Do you go down item by item because
I will sometimes because I can just change mine online. I just go to Progressive and I can change it and then get a better price. I sometimes will, but I usually haven't because like our insurance. Because remember, we're pretty young. Mahogany's 28, so our insurance just went down like 3 years ago when she hit 25.
Right.
Yeah, but I sometimes itemize it. I haven't really.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a penny saved is a penny earned, as they say, right?
That's real.
And so, but what other topics did you have, my brother?
Oh, man. I was talking about a lot of stuff. Airbnbs in low-income areas. Because we stayed at the Live by Lowe's this past weekend. Real nice hotel in Arlington. And, it was so annoying. I really seen the value in Airbnb by doing that. It's a lot of value in Airbnbs. They don't have microwaves. You got to ask for them to bring stuff up. They don't have utensils. I'm like, dude, next time we're just going to get an Airbnb. It was, that was about it. But, other than that, I haven't stayed at Airbnb. It was pretty cool, so. I'm definitely more. I think you were more the person that used Airbnb, and I wasn't the person that used it to travel and stuff. I definitely see the benefit in it.
You want to talk about something controversial?
What is it?
It's not too bad. It's funny though that I see. We're accumulating a lot of real estate minded, financial independence minded people, mm-hmm. And we have, of course, we're minorities, so we got a lot of minority friends and a lot of minorities. I know where
you're going with this. Go ahead.
A lot of minorities hate Trump, right?
I know where you're going with this.
It's like they'll pull your card if you don't hate Trump, right? You can't get into the, to the house parties.
Pulling mine.
I'm just.
I back up shit with facts.
But it was
so Biden, but go ahead.
It was so funny when the taxes thing came out the other day, how he only paid $750 in taxes. And so most of our minority friends were going crazy. You see, blah, blah, blah. He's this, he's a cheat, he's this and that. Whereas real estate and small business minded people were like, damn, we need to get his accountant.
Honestly, I noticed it's not even really minorities, because it's funny. Me, my guy Josh, and my guy Norman, we had a whole conversation on that. To me, I don't think it was minorities. I think it was more of a liberal versus Republican thing, and they're using it as bait to put out there. You know what I mean? And like, hell, as entrepreneurs, shit, we looking for a tax break. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I was the whole time. I'm like, man, who's the tax guy? That's what I want to. I don't give a damn about Trump's COVID doctor. Who's this tax dude, man? Get him on the stage to speak. But that's just me.
I guess I would just mean it as like most of our minority friends are, they vote Democrat, and a lot of them, blame everything on Trump. But it was just funny how the ones that are actually, out there being entrepreneurs and investors and know about how you can save on taxes, we weren't hating on them for that part, right? That's the one thing I saw.
Also, okay, since we're gonna get a little political, so me and my guy were talking about that, like them hating on Trump, right, for not paying taxes. This is how I know it's a Democrat versus Republican thing. Bezos is open about him not paying taxes. And they ain't never on his ass about it. He'll openly come out and say he don't pay no damn taxes. It's been articles on top of articles, but he don't get bashed for it. I'm like, what gives him a pass?
Well, because he's Democrat,
Liberal?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought so. That's why I was like, okay, dude's been there's so many articles about him not paying taxes, but I mean, that's how I look at it. I'm not, I don't lean one way or the other. I'm kind of in the middle. I see things from the Republican point of view. I see things from the Democratic point of view. But I just be like,
I guess I mentioned to you before a long time ago. Rich people, it goes. They always seem to donate 50% of their donations to the right side of the aisle and 50% to the left side of the aisle. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the bases are covered either way. The tide turns. They got people on both sides, so they're not picking a favorite. They spread their money out, and whoever wins, hey, you remember me? I gave you some money.
Facts.
Yeah. So
honestly, that's what you're supposed to do with the economic system if you have one. You grease everybody's hand, damn it. And then if they don't push your shit across, pull their funding. That's simple. But I'm not gonna go into my rant. But yeah,
little politics talk. Like I said, I lean libertarian, which
facts, me too.
So I don't usually vote on either side anymore. But so yeah, I just thought that was a little funny observation.
Already, as soon as you start talking, I was like, I know where you're going with this. It's funny, like me and my partners, we had like a whole conversation about that. It was funny. Yeah, it's funny.
Oh man. So on the minority thing, I tell you, local estates is run by an African American girl.
That's what's up.
Yeah, my MJ, Mariah Johnson. Yeah, she's the one that's you'll talk to eventually. Okay. I want to get her on the podcast. She's starting this company, man. She's making some big moves. I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. To see that. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of minority entrepreneurs coming up.
Heck yeah, especially in Texas and Atlanta, man. There we go. So.
Yeah, man, they're hustling hard. Make me look like freak. I ain't doing nothing, But comparison is the thief of joy. I'm happy. I'm building slow. Whatever. We have our show. We're doing things too. So I'm not gonna be like, oh crap, I gotta buy 20 houses this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact, man. You do what you gotta do. Do what you do, and it'll come back around.
Yeah, and then it just becomes fun. It fun.
It is. And I'm happy you brought up that thing earlier, man. He dropped a real gem. If you just try something, things will open up to you. That is a fact, man. Because, it's crazy. Now that I've done a real estate deal where I'm rehabbing and everything else, now I look at another deal, and it's easy. I'm like, oh, I can just do this. This is how much it'll cost. I'll go get another one. You ain't as intimidated anymore. And then those opportunities present themselves. Really, opportunities come off of what you know. You know what I mean? Like I remember you saying a couple weeks ago, that wholesaler came in and he didn't know that you could be a connection for him. In the future, once he learns that, he'll now see that person as an opportunity. He'll say like, oh, he's an opportunity, So keep investing in your mind. I'll say that.
It's a trip too.
Yeah.
you don't realize how much about the stuff that you know until, like, let's say, for example, a buddy of mine at work is like, "Hey, Steve, they asked me something." At first, when I started dipping my toe into real estate, I didn't feel qualified to answer anybody's questions because I was still learning too.
Yeah.
But then it's funny because, like, someone will ask me something about whatever, real estate or Airbnb, and they'll just spew out of me, dude, all this stuff. I'm like, damn, I do know a lot of shit. It's funny. We still think, because I guess a little insecure sometimes, because we hang out with the big dogs, the big dogs, and then we don't think, oh man, I don't know very much. I don't know shit. Yeah. But then someone asks you, like a colleague or something, you're like, blah, 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 you're telling them all. You're like, damn, I do know some stuff.
Yeah, it's true. Like my colleague was like, because we were talking about taxes, my colleague was like, gee, you know a lot about taxes. I was like, oh, I guess I do. 'Cause I guess like how I look at things, from a tax perspective is a little bit different from if I just worked a 9 to 5, So I know how to get a few more write-offs. They're like, damn, you do that, So yeah.
Yeah, but you're not writing off your haircuts yet, are you?
I'm gonna try to get there.
Hey, the president said it's cool, right?
Oh man, if he's doing that, yeah, I'm gonna try to get there.
$70,000 in haircuts.
You can write off haircuts though. That is especially if you're we could actually write off our haircuts because we have a podcast.
Oh yeah, I need to start getting haircuts.
Yeah, we can definitely write that off because we have a podcast.
Our appearance.
Yes,
right?
Our appearance. There you go. See, now you know. Like I'm writing off 750 square feet of my house this year as business use. This office, and then Mahogany's gym, and then about 200 square feet in in our bedroom that Mahogany uses as her little office. So yeah, I'm writing off all that.
Nice, yeah.
Got to find write-offs wherever you can,
That's the thing too, and you have a good CPA, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's my next offload because I've always tried to do my taxes myself. I'm going to hand that off.
Oh, I got somebody for you if you want to.
Yeah.
The straight Airbnb CPA. He going to hit you up, tell you what you need to do. He going to give you the SBA, the PPP, all that. He going to hook you up. Yeah, he hooked me up. Yeah, he was like, hey, fill this out. Go here, do this. He was like, yeah, then you can write all this off. Yeah, he goes, hey, your wife starts her other business. Hey, put it under this LLC. Now you have 2 LLCs. Now you can write off multiple things in your house. Your phone bill goes down. You just make sure each LLC pays a part of the phone bill. Yes. Yeah, I write off phone bills. Yeah, my phone bill now is $55 out of my pocket. Yeah, I love it.
That's a great investment right there, CPA.
Straight up, man.
Because he'll make you more than you're actually, paying for his services, right? He'll make you that back tenfold, probably.
Yeah. What did you say? You say Dallas is growing on me. What do you mean by that?
I guess in a sense that it's a pretty cool place, Yeah,
you're a
pretty cool place.
Boy, huh?
I'm a funky town. Yeah, I'm a funky town.
You're from the funk.
Yeah, and I love Fort Worth, but Dallas, man, it's just a different vibe. And it's cool, if I don't want to dog it out, but it's cool. It's like, it's a mix. You got the poor, and then you got the super rich, and you got the hipsters, and then it's just they got cool little, like I said, right around the corner from my spot is called Jimmy's Italian Deli. It's like it's an old Italian deli. It's been there like freaking forever, like 100 years. And you got it's like they got old, like really cool restaurants and places to go, Of course the clubs, but there's no clubs right now, really. Not too bad. But they got bars, and it's just like they're making it more like a walking around city. I don't know, it's got a cool vibe to it, man. Dallas is pretty cool. I never really hung out too much in Dallas, but when I'm there, I'm like, wow, I feel a little cooler. I feel
it's funny, like when I first moved to the DFW, it took me a little minute. My sister was living in Frisco, and I came down here, and I was like, man, I was trying to get out of Arkansas at the time, and I drove around Dallas. I drove around Houston. I wanted to move to Houston, but I was like, man, that's a little far. I'm going to do Dallas first, see if I like it. And I moved here, but I was like, I never attached to Fort Worth like I attached to Dallas and Arlington. Like I loved Dallas and I loved Arlington, but I never got attached to Fort Worth, man. I don't know. I get that college town vibe when I'm in Fort Worth.
Oh, like close to TCU area, maybe?
Maybe so. Maybe so. Like I had me and Mahogany have gone out in Fort Worth probably 3 times since we've been living here the last 7 years. We went to like a little wine distillery. We went to, I think, was it 7th Street?
Okay.
We went down there and we went somewhere else. We used to go to the botanical gardens a lot.
Okay.
Stockyards.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, I have to probably get with you because you're a local. You know.
Yeah, Stockyards is okay. You ever go to Sundance Square downtown Fort Worth?
Yeah, I have.
That's cool.
That's
cool. Yeah, I like that area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they've even built on it more. You know, they have a big old area where it's only walking around. There's no cars or nothing. They have like these water fountains and this.
Yeah. See, and there's the Airbnb. See, and I don't know the Airbnb game out there. I know it was a little strict at a time, right?
You can do it in commercially zoned areas. So like big old, apartment complexes and stuff like that. You can do it there. And residential is still banned, but they're working on it. They're working on trying to like let people do it out of their house and stuff. Okay. And like you said before, they don't really enforce it too much unless someone complains. But they're working on trying to let people Airbnb out of their house, which would be a game changer for me. A game mother-loving changer. Big old house with a pool. I'm bouncing to the next one.
Are you now I have a question for your place. Are you considered Fort Worth?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Fort Worth.
Because you like right on the edge, ain't you? You like on the edge of Fort Worth and what? You live?
Hearst. But Hearst is banned too, so.
But yeah, that's cool though.
But if they lift that, man, ooh.
Are they enforcing it in Hearst?
Yeah. They use that same company that Arlington, the ones that had pictures and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yo, it's crazy. So my neighbor, right across the street, directly across the street, he put Mahogany's the mini split in her AC unit, and he does work for everyone around the house. He helped my other neighbor design his back patio. This dude knows how to do some stuff, but he's been fixing up his house. Right? He's been putting up these panels on the side of the windows. It looks hella nice. They put a cart, like one of those little garden things off the top, off the second story. Looks real nice. But I didn't know the whole time he was doing it, man. He's been doing all this work to turn his house into an Airbnb, right? And I'm like, no. And so Mahogany hit me up today. She goes, the neighbors, they're getting ready to leave that place and go somewhere else smaller because they're getting a little older. So I think they don't want the 2 stories. And he's like, yeah, they're getting ready to turn it into an Airbnb. And the only reason we knew because she posted on Instagram, she said Airbnb in 2021. And my wife was like, I told her, don't post that. Because I'm like, if you ain't got no licensing. And I was thinking, I'm like, they shut Steve's down. Because I told her, I said, they shut Steve's down quick. I'm like, I don't know if she's going to be able to do it over there. Because I think they're going to know quick. Like, as soon as you put it up, I think that. But I'm real interested to see because we're very far south. We damn near in Mansfield. But I don't know if they'll enforce it. But if they don't, hey, I might be on to the next one too. But I don't know, So I was like, you can test it out and see. Because I know, because she said she was going to try to go get a license. And I'm like, I don't know if they're giving them out if you outside of the entertainment district or if you don't have a multifamily. Mm-mm. Yeah. But I've seen quite a few outside the entertainment district though. Because I always go in there and look every now and then. The only reason I went and looked this time was because the lady who does my locks, Miss Mary, shout out to her. She always listens to the podcast. The lady who does my locks, she told me that she stayed at one over right. It was in the entertainment district, but she showed me a few that were out. I looked at her phone. There was a few of them that were outside of it. So I don't know if they're doing it legally, illegally. I don't know.
I would think illegally because, it's only that 1 mile radius or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
But are they?
Mine was just right down. Do what?
I wonder if they're enforcing it during COVID. That's what I was wondering.
I think so because I follow the Arlington Short-Term Rental Alliance.
Oh, yeah.
And some guy put on there the other day, hey, I got this warning from the city, blah, blah, blah. It's like, but I'm going to still keep doing it because I don't think that they don't. And then right away, I think the guys, the big guys on there, like, hey, man, you got to stop because they're going to come at you. After that one, they're going to come at you with a misdemeanor. They don't play. Arlington don't play. So, that guy thought it was a joke too. But no, they're hardcore still.
Because they're expanding that Live by Lowe's hotel. They're building 700 more directly across the street.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like
it was billionaires came in town with their hotels. I told you this man a long time ago.
You're right.
And soon as they got up and running, shut down Airbnb. I mean, it's sickening how obvious it was. It's sickening, but
and
that's
they're
just how.
gentrifying the hell out of that area. You see, man, they built 3. I think I already told you they built 3 brand new houses right there on the side of what street is that? Road to Six Flags. Somebody bought all that land over there and built 3 brand new looking houses. And I know the houses across the street are Airbnbs. I think I know whose Airbnbs they are, but I know those houses are Airbnbs, but these ones are going to crush it. And the reason I knew they were Airbnbs and I was passing by them, after they got built, man, I seen all the big 65-inch TVs set all up and the exact same ones on each lot. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a damn Airbnb, all 3 of them. So, yeah, they gentrified that area, and now it's dirty game.
It's a dirty game, man, but that's how politics, how government has always worked, though, right?
Yeah.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Right.
And it's funny because people are chipping about $1,200 paychecks. How many freaking millions did the government give these guys with the hotels? They put their hand out. Hey, I'm not renting my rooms because of COVID. They got millions of dollars because they know the politicians. They know the politicians. Right. Our freaking tax dollars straight into their pockets. It's kind of messed up, but that's how it is.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh, I have one more question for you. You said something. You said, are interest rates making folks bid too much for houses? Whew. That's a good question. No, they just dipped again, right?
Yeah, that's what I hear. Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know. In Texas, probably so.
Yeah, it's always a strange game because I mean, they say, oh, look how low they are. And look in 1980, their interest rates were 12 or 14%. Yeah, but in 1980, you could buy a house for $20,000 or $30,000. It's like now that same house is $300,000. So it's like a give and take. So I think well, the main thing, I mean, the interest rates makes it even worse. But I mean, as far as people bidding for too much for the houses, but it's just a shortage. It's just it's just a shortage of houses right now because people that want to sell them, if they have tenants in there, they can't evict them. You can't. It's a moratorium on evictions, man. So that makes it even more attractive to do short-term rentals or corporate rentals.
Man, I'm happy you brought that up. I agree. It would be hard having long-term tenants right now. Oh, how's your issue going?
It's going good. It's back to what it was. I'm getting paid. So yeah, we had a coming to Jesus moment again, and they paid up and they paid up. So they're back on track again. It just not much I can do right now because even if wait a minute, if they're listening, there's a lot I can do right now. You're month to month, I can kick your ass out now.
They're listening.
But a lot of people are people come on there and this there's like that site I put you on, that Facebook page I put you on about Texas renters, so whatever, Texas renters of whatever. It was something like that. People that own landlords of Texas. And it's run by a lawyer out of San Antonio, I think, and he gives like real good nuggets of the law, because especially right now, because people are wondering what the hell can I do with bad tenants. So you can still kick them out if they're bad, just don't mention the word that they're not paying rent because of COVID or this or that. They're still. He gives a lot of good advice, but on there, someone was saying, yeah, this tenant, they've been on month to month for a while, but they've been paying hit or miss, but I think I want to put them on a longer contract or this and that. And I was like, don't be putting nobody under long contracts right now. Because then all the power is just back to them because they got a long lease, right?
Yeah.
Because before it's month to month and you 30 days, get out, whatever. But as soon as you sign that 12-month lease with them, I'm not going to pay you now. It's COVID.
Yeah. One thing I was thinking you could do to probably thwart it a little bit, sign a lease with your LLC and put in the lease with your LLC no subletting, and then let the LLC lease it back to somebody. And then if anything gets effed up, then say, man, you come in as the owner and be like, hey, I don't know this dude. He's up in my place. He wasn't supposed to be here. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but even that, they're not even, I hear like a lot of cities aren't even looking at evictions at all right now. So you'd have to be waiting until they start, the moratorium lifts. They'll still be in there as long as
when do you think that's going to get lifted?
It's all the way to the end of the year, but what if COVID is like doubles or triples by then? You know what I'm saying? What are they going to do then?
I'm pretty sure the numbers will go down after the election. I'm joking. I'm just.
I know it's crazy to joke around about it, but so they say cases. Thing is cases. Yeah, they go up, whatever, up and down, up, down, up. But the deaths are going way down because they know how to kind of like treat it now. You know, catch it early on and treat it.
Were they ever high?
We're not going to go into all that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to, but I'm like, no, I'll be quiet.
But yeah, it's been a good app, man. We talk about everything in this show?
Yeah, man, this has been a real good app, man. It's been a while since we just hopped in, talked politics, talked Airbnb, and talked it all. But yeah, man, it's been a real good episode, man.
It's a good app, man, and just keep, like I said, keep getting at it, keep going at it, and big things will happen. I mean, it's just, yeah, big things happen.
Yeah,
just you got to stay at it because a lot of people hopped off because of the COVID, freaked out. But the ones that stuck to it, man, they're doing really good at the Airbnb right now. At the short-term rentals. I don't want to keep saying Airbnb. Short-term rentals.
That's a fact, man. Yeah, and if you're scared to hop in right now, don't be. I'm talking. I'll use somebody like Michael Brown, somebody who hopped in real tough during COVID, and he's killing it right now. He's about to get another one. So even Steve, he picked up one, about to get another one. So what happens, I think what Steve said earlier, me and Steve were talking, and he's literally said, bro, we got to be bold right now. People are scared, be bold. So that's why I was like, man, I'm about to go get me another house. So definitely be bold. Don't be scared. Take action.
You still got arbitrages or no?
No.
Okay. Why'd you hop off the arbitrage game? I meant to ask you that.
I just wasn't feeling Dallas, man. Dallas wasn't the numbers. When I traded my 3 arbitrages in for the 2 in Arkansas, man, like it made more cash flow. Way more.
And why, by trading them, you just mean ended the lease on them? Ended
the lease, and I took all the furniture and moved it into those 2.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And they're bigger places. I traded how many arbitrages did I have? Like 4 down there? 4. I traded 4 bedrooms for 7 bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you were in what part of Dallas were you in? Downtown area?
I had how many downtown? I had 1 downtown, 1 in Uptown, and then 2 in Trinity Groves. So.
Okay.
And I was like, man, the profit margin. Plus, I had 1 bed, 1 bath, and plus, also at the time, I think it was really saturated because I think everybody was doing it. Wasn't no COVID going on and nothing that. Now, you over there killing it in Greenville. I really want her system. That's on my shoes. I'll let her run mine. I'll sign up and let you run it. I'll tell her don't be telling people to go to our direct booking website. But I definitely, I'm because I'd be willing to give her a chance to learn like you are, because then by the time you give her another unit and you're teaching her everything that we know, she'll be probably the best damn, property management company out there because she'll know all the ins and outs. So I'll hop in, she just runs it. But I'm going to put it on my booking website though, because I got to boost that up, and then I'll have my the only thing I want in there is my flyers, my Airbnb flyers, and then the Wi-Fi, and I'm good to go.
Nice. Yeah, because I was always wondering why you hopped out of Dallas, and I guess maybe the area I'm at now it's a pretty good area, and I got that one rented, completely for 12 months. So I wouldn't say lucky because you put yourself in fortunate, situations, and then they call it luck, but you got to put yourself in. You got to go step up to the plate, right, before you hit a home run, and so So yeah, it's been like I said, it started out weird, stressful because someone else was running my unit, but then man, they really knocked it out of the park. And so I'm gonna reward the people that are helping me out with more business. Sarah Dawn Glidewell, the girl, the lady that I mean, she made my place look amazing. It looked like freaking Airbnb plus quality. You know what I'm saying? And you saw it, the Green Dream. Yeah. And so she made it look amazing. I got a badass photographer and made it come to life. You know what I'm saying? And And so Daniel Tanner Photography. If you're anybody in the DFW area, you know, Daniel Tanner Photography, he does a badass job. And then Sarah Dawn Gleible, she'll make your place look beautiful. And start making that money. Local estates. You know, these are the people who help me out. I'm just giving them a shout. You know, I ain't getting nothing from them, but I just thought I'd give them a shout. And so we get. Hey,
SDG, when I hit you up, you got to make my place look better than Steve's. You know, we can't be competing. I need my green wall too. You know.
I was kind of nervous too because like there's this girl hit me up in the group chat that was like, well, she hit me up on Instagram actually because she's friends with local estates and she saw my place and she saw that I put it on there. Yeah, you know, thanks to local estates, Sarah and Daniel for like the team. You know, as a team we did this and you know we accomplished this, rented out for 12 months. This is great news. And she hit me up and she's from Virginia, another sister. You know, this is like I said, is a minority. Yeah. And like the DC area, and she came into town to get a unit, but she hit me up. You know, you did a great job. You know, congratulations on your place, and this and that. She says I'm putting one together, in the same complex as mine, right? She just says putting one together there, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, good luck, you know. And I was even thinking in my mind, should I keep lending Sarah out, you know, because then she's gonna make competition for me if they. But no, like our buddy, Adam James says, you know, you got to think with the abundance mentality.
Yeah.
You know, there's plenty for everyone. So you always help people out as much as you can. Yeah. Even if you think it's going to hurt you, whatever, you help people out because it comes back to you, you know, big time. So I'm not shy of sharing my interior designer with people. I'm glad it makes her business better. Yeah. And then, you know, more stuff, good stuff, you know, you give good stuff out there and really.
That was the cool part because Sarah hit us up on Instagram, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. She hit us up. That was
She wanted to hop on the show, right?
Is that right? She wanted to hug us up. She told us who she was and bam, we got her on. Yeah. So yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. Cause I like how we might need to get Adam James back for 150.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For 150. We might have to get him back. So yeah,
definitely man. MJ first. We got to get MJ on here and let her explain.
MJ. Oh yeah,
Mariah Johnson. Yeah.
Get her on next week.
Okay, I'm gonna text her right now.
Week. Yeah, I gotta tell her, you know, hook me up, you know, so I can be running them, getting my 1K a month like Steve. I'm trying to hop on the gravy train. You know, I see a gravy train, I'm riding.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, let's chat after the show. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, all right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Remember to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff. And if you are ready to get your health and fitness game together, be sure to follow Mahogany Artists on IG for all your fitness, health, nutritional needs. And we are out.
Later.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Live, Let, Thrive. Be sure to tune in next week for all the latest in the world of Airbnb and all that entails. Bye-bye.